Ideas that we've been having for a while down here at the Outdoor Center, and just wanted to kind of run through with you guys, get your input. Really, the whole idea, the concept, is we want to make the Outdoor Center the premier Nordic facility in Maine. And I'll get into how we're going to do that and so forth, but the other thing we want to do is make it a year-round hub for family outdoor activities. A lot of things you guys know in the ski after 4 o'clock when all the lifts are down, there's not a lot to do for families, especially families with young children. And then a tubing park too, we're going to talk about that. I'll get into the tubing park. We've been looking at different locations for that. The challenge really with tubing parks is that the runouts. We used to have it up on the mountain. It's just the topography of it wouldn't let you run out at the end, so we either had to put a berm in there or netting. It was pretty dangerous. The geography of where our tubing park should be or needs to be, it's about 600 feet long, typically a tubing park, at least the ones in our system are. And it's the first 200 feet is your incline. And then you have to have about 400 feet of run out to be safe. So we looked all around. I was actually looking up in the new West Mountain development that we're doing up at Sugarloaf to try to find a space that would accommodate, and there really wasn't anything there. We had done a lot of earthwork and it just didn't make sense. So thinking of all these other projects that we had going on at the same time, we thought it would be a perfect spot down here to do it as well. And the other thing that's not on here, we're also going to look at the kitchen here and redo the kitchen and have more of a dinner time atmosphere here for families to come and have family dinners and so forth. So it made a lot of sense. So this is just a map of the area. We're suggesting that the different activities are going to be. You want to talk through it?
You know where the rink is, and then this area here, it's a 150 by 600 foot area. It goes. That would be where we would like to, or where we were eyeing the tubing. It goes for that run out and proximity to the lodge.
You know, this is all proposed thing. I did get some emails today, I think you guys did too. So, not by people concerned about this location, but we've looked at a bunch of other locations as well. And we're just looking at where the best location is in terms of vicinity to the whole core here. But also, just what I was talking about later, to having that run out, having that 200 and then the 400. So we're looking at different areas here, but we'll work with the bike community, we'll work with the town. And this is not in stone yet, it's just a suggestion we're trying to look at, so we'll get everybody's input and feedback and try to make it work. This is just some rough numbers we talked about with the town. Kind of based on, infrastructure stuff. So if Sugarloaf would invest this much and then the town would invest this much, and basically it's set up like you would if you're leasing a property. If you do leasehold improvements into a location, then you leave for some reason, you don't take that with you. You just take the equipment. So that's kind of how we structured it up, working with the town. And then one of the discussions was there's another 2.5K loop that we're talking about maybe making snow on that too, so we put that on there as well. If we do go forward with this, we'll have to work with the town on amending the lease. And when we do that, we're talking about profit sharing and taking the monies, some of the monies here, and investing it back into this center to maintain it and keep going. So it would be something that would work for the town and for Sugarloaf. So then there's just a little bit of a timeline. So we're thinking about what we'd like to do this year is put the roof on and then do this snowshoe experience this winter. And then the following summer, we put in the snowmaking, develop the tubing park, and then, like I said, we renovate the Boomos Cafe here. But you can just see all these projects, once they get going, all that is just make a huge hub here for people in the winter, for young families to come. And give them something to do, for especially young families, that's outside the mountain, and something to do after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not only that, we would have, like for the tubing park, we'd have parties like you can have birthday parties or special occasions. Bring your kids here and go tubing. And we'd also have, like we do with the golf course, have discounts for taxpayers. So they'd get a little bit of a break because they're part of the town.